Are you a filmmaker?
Here I stand on the edge. Now I'm barely hanging on. Where did life go wrong? Life is pain. You better get used to it. Remember that I'll always be there. I'm alive. Thanks to you. Now I can breathe. I feel so free. I'm alive. Thanks to you. Now I can see what's hurting me. I got this clean, got this clean. This is my apology. I will stand inside until I'm again. I'm alive. Thanks to you. Now I can breathe. I feel so free and alive.
There we go.
I hope you found what you're looking.
Alright. So welcome to stream. And today we are back out on the farm. It is now spring. And sadly I'm about to become a Minecraft YouTuber and say we did some off-camera work. Because, well, me and Hick got on last night and actually did some off-camera work. So, the sheep barn that sat here, we demolished it, built a bigger one over here. Then we cleared out the trees. Well, we cleared out a tree, the other two were still sitting there. And then I plowed up and tilled this up for farmland. This will be the potato patch. So these are where the potatoes are going. Other than that, we haven't really done much that I can remember. I don't know, it was super late last night. Well, today I was gonna plant potatoes, but it doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to do that. Where's my truck? Oh, it's right here. We do have another job we can do. We gotta go pick up the planter for him. Let's see what's on sale. Oh, there's a truck on sale. Pick it, I like that. I should buy it for him. What did I come in here to get? Potato technology. We need to lease this. This thing looks a little heavy. I'm gonna bring a little front weight in case. Need that counterweight. I need to actually clean that counterweight. It is disgusting. Oh, those barns are open. So, just to recap, we did finish up, after stream I did finish up the cotton planting, so got that all done and put the planter away, cleaned it up. We're not able to start planting corn or soybean until I think April. Check your crop calendar whenever the game stops saving. Yeah, April's when we'll start planting. planting those items. There we go. I don't want my game chat going off while I'm playing the game. Now, I'm not sure. We had to fill this up with potatoes. But how do you do that? Like, you can't buy just a pallet of them. Well, you can actually, because I have a mod for it. Let's see if this works. Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, that should be fine. The good thing I brought the weight. Look at this thing. Oh wow. This is one of the first pieces of equipment I found this 7910 can't pull. So we talked a lot last night about future plans for the farm. And we're planning, like I said, to dominate the wool and tailoring industry from farm to table, or farm to back, or legs, or whatever they want to make. So obviously we can't plant right now because of the weather. Well, I mean, we could in game, but you know, I like thinking it realistic. So I'm gonna park this tractor up right here and leave it, and I am gonna drop that weight and see if that helps. Try to keep this side of the tractor lower. Hey, look at that. Look at the paint. That's where that paint's chipping. I didn't even realize that. Oh yeah, and all those bolts are supposed to be black, I'm pretty sure. I don't see anyone else where the paint's really chipping bad. Right here on the stairs. I want to say the undercarriage has probably got a crap load. And somewhere back here on the PTO, there's probably a bunch. Yeah, there's a little back there. Other than that, there's no, like, chipping on the cab or the hood, grill, nothing like that. Because they're trying to, I remember when I went there, they're trying to charge me like $40,000 to repaint this tractor. I said no. I'll just take the $20,000 repair. Which, now that we own our own little workshop down here, we have our whole toolkit and everything back here, we can do the repairs ourselves with just paying for parts, so it's actually like $3 grand now. There's also a parking garage. I can park a vehicle here if I need to. Those pile, that's gotta be loaded up. We're also gonna clear out some of these trees. We even started with that actually. Hick did say he would do it when he got on. But I'm just gonna take the branches out. Won't do any lumber today. Only because I don't have the patience for it. I can't cut that. Alright, give up. I'll do it later. So, back to what I was going to do. Which is funny because it's kind of counterintuitive. We're going to put solar panels up in the rain. Because that makes a whole lot of sense. So to start with our solar panel project, we need to calculate our costs. So, am I getting an ad? Oh my god, that's right, this is the one that gets ads. Changing this. The same one I put in trucks in. Alright, so we have to calculate our costs. So it's under production, it's under generators, and they are $93,000 a piece. We are buying 4 of them. So that's like $300,000, somewhere around that range. I think. I just got a text message on very good. Hold on. I'll be right back, hold on. trying to figure out plans. Alright. $374,000. Which means we need that money, because we don't have that kind of money. We want that red number to get to 370. We now have $400,000. These will make the money back. And the coolest part of it is that we're mounting it on the shed. I think that's fucking cool as shit. The question is, which side do I want to mount it on? See, this side might be a problem because it's a tree, so I'm thinking we're gonna mount them like that, and make sure it's all. That's crooked as shit. That's good. Now I click V. Oh, they spin. I didn't know they spun. That might be a problem. That means I've got to find a place I can put them. Damn, I wish they didn't spin. They look so good on the side of the shed like that. Me and Hick agreed on that too. That would look cool as shit. We don't really have any wasted space on the farm right now because I don't want to take. The thing is that all this green stuff is what's fueling this bunker and making us a lot of money. Why does this have ads too? This one doesn't get ads normally. What the hell? I just need to get Spotify Premium. I'm thinking, let's try to put one right on top and see what happens. Yeah, that works. Well, that's 2. That probably looks fucking ridiculous. Yeah, we're gonna demolish those. They look kind of stupid. Oh, of course now they're going for half. That's stupid. Alright, well then we have a new plan. I'm gonna find a random open spot on the farm to slap them all. And we have a lot of open room lying around the farm now. I don't think anything's going back here. But I want to fence them off as well if I put them on the ground. Oh yeah, this will be a nice little spot. And since we have some complication with the loan, because of that stupid shit, I'm gonna have to transfer. I'm gonna transfer like 40,000 over from the other account whenever Hip gets on. But for right now, I need to install fencing. Chicken wire ain't gonna cut it. You have anything that's like barbed wire? What's that? That's pretty close actually. That'll work. What about this? I have to make sure they have plenty of room to turn back around. Yeah, that'll work. Until it tries to spin to the left. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Are you telling me that? Okay, that's how you demolish fences. Alright. Now what fence did I use? I think I used this one, right? No. Oh crap, what fence did I use? This one? Yeah, this one. There we go. Now we've got plenty of room in here. Just spin around. Because they should make the clearance over here. I mean, they would have looked cool as shit on the side of the building if they didn't spin like that. Alright, well, the rain stopped and it seems to have dried out a bit, so I say let's get to work. We need the money now. This is our biggest investment yet. They won't get paid off until let me do the math. Hold on. What's March? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. December. I should have just gone 2 months back. Faster. So they won't be paid off until December. Which means you've got to be able to front up that cost of the loan until then. But I'm not worried about that right now. What I'm worried about right now is getting my spuds in the ground. So we've got to lower the planter. I don't know if it's running. Oh yeah, it's running. We're planting potatoes. And any leftover potatoes that we have, I'm just gonna unload. Well, I'm not feeling too confident that we're gonna have many left. After 2 runs, we're down 100 liters. And by the way, we are going to be renting the massive harvester to harvest these. We're not messing around. I'm not messing around with the little mini baby harvester again. I did last time when I played on 17 or 19. I'm not doing that again. Not putting myself through the torture of having to do that. And this is farming. This is actually really easy. This is a really easy machine to use. And I love the lines it leaves. Just perfect, beautiful lines. I like my plow lines that I left earlier. I went around in a circle to mark out the field, then I just kind of drove around in circles to plow it. Funny thing though is if you actually landscape away the plowed field section, the road is still actually underneath it. Yeah, another ad. I need to fix that. That's stupid. The one I know, that's normally the one I play on Farm Sim that doesn't get ads. Wait. No. No, I don't want the F12 menu. I hate that that fucking key is so close. It's stupid. Like, who mounts those keys together? Oh yeah. We're gonna change that. For some reason I hate that song. So I normally do when I'm playing Truck Sim as well. Alright, and we're back. There's stones in this field. That's something I didn't expect to see. Cause it's very rare to see stones come up on a brand new field. Normally it doesn't happen. Unless you're doing unless it's been previously plowed up or harvested. Which is why the old potato patches sold the stones, was because originally we tilled that ground up and put that grass there. That grass was not originally a grass field, it was originally an oat field. None of these crops actually had the crops that we wanted to harvest in them, so we actually cleared them all away. Well, we harvested some of them, which is why we just have a normal, or a random assortment of crop inside of the silos over there. But I'm thinking as we get the money from those things, which should be, well, it'll take a little longer now to pay off the loan, mainly because the loan ripped us off and I only got 3 instead of 4. Because I couldn't afford the other one. No, I want to unload this. Can I even unload this? It might not even let me. Yep, can't unload that. Alright, well, let's just return it. Let's go hook up, or drop my weight off on the shelf. Oh shit, we gotta return that stump grinder too. Did he buy that thing? Oh yeah, he bought that thing. We don't need one. I don't know why I bought it. So I think probably gonna be one of the last times we cut down any trees on this farm. Well, there are a lot of trees around the farm. As you can see, there are quite a bit. In fact, I want to plant some more, which is what I might do right now. If they weren't, you know, 10 grand a pop for a fully grown tree. Go to decoration, or no, it's in landscaping trees. Like, to get the large American elm, which is one of the trees that we cut down, as you can see, it's that one right there. And this one, I believe, was, I want to say, I think that was an oak tree. Oh yeah, that's an oak tree. I don't want to go too overboard with trees though. But this farm really has lost, with its loss of trees over here, I feel like it's lost a lot of character. So I would like to replace some of the trees. We'll start with that one. And we'll grab an elm. You can't place, but the problem is I can't put them near the power lines. That's another issue that we have. And I can't put them near the fields either. So I could throw one right there maybe. And I gotta put the beehive in as well. I've got a lot of things to do. The first thing I gotta do though is put those tomatoes in the barn. Which means I guess we'll keep the stump grinder, since he obviously feels the need to have it. Gotta put it into storage mode, as I call it, where you fold it in as much as possible. And then I'll go tuck it in the back of the shed. There's a new sheep farm. So they should be producing a crap load more sheep now. We should be doubling our wool production, which is something that we desperately need. I guess I'm just gonna drop this in the corner. That's great. That's also great. I just shoved that over. Now I've got to find where he hid the pallet fork. It's right there. So, by end of next year, we're hoping to be way up. As in, we're hoping that we're going to be above our profit margin. Well, below our profit margin, technically. We want to increase our amount. We want to go over. So, we want to make as much money as possible. There's just something about operating a skid steer. I just enjoy the shit out of it. Hick wants me to sell it and get a damn forklift. I'll tell you one thing, the reason that I definitely prefer the skid steer over the forklift is because the skid steer may be a little harder to get into this back here in the shed. Which we got some more wool, but that we're gonna stack up some more wool before we take it down. In fact, I gotta check the production. Make sure they're not gonna run out. Wow, they're going through a lot. I hope we don't. I hope they start producing wool. Let's run over there and check. I put the one, there's a pallet they were producing when I moved them all over, and I put it over there. I only had one thing in it, so it looks like now it's got two, so they are producing. Yep, they're producing some wool. Produce wool quicker. Grow hair faster. So right now we've got 36 animals. So they are reproducing, because there was only 31 last night. Wait, no. There was 36 last night. They had one baby. I have no idea what this means. It's all in German. I mean, we have to move some wool over here for them. Or wool. Hay. We still got those big towers of hay over there. Speaking of. There's the solar panels over there. Tomorrow morning they should be facing east. Well, now I always know what direction it is on the farm. I don't know if I'm ever lost. I can just make my way. Oh, well, I'll probably be making my way west regardless. Because you can't go any more east on the map. No, for some reason they're still pointed the same direction. Oh no, they've shifted. They're shifting right now. That's cool as shit, man. Though I'm 90% certain that they shifted through the fence. We're gonna have to rebuild the fence. Also, I want to put a gate on here, so let's do that right now. Demolish this section of fence. Because I'm gonna have to expand it out further. Didn't realize how much room these things needed. Alright. I don't think there's a gate that goes with this fence. Here's the fence I'm using. So this one needs to come out. Oh, that's a problem. Now we should have plenty of room. I had to cut the corner because this is technically not my property over here. My property line runs, which kind of doesn't make sense because my property line actually runs right there. See, they call this land is owned by me. I guess it just, maybe it chops? Let me see. It's gotta like cut off. Oh yeah, it does. It cuts around the water tower. So my fence is right here. So it goes around right across there. What's that? Oh, I didn't even realize there's houses back here. It says there's like something on the map here. It's behind me. It's to my right. And if I just go straight out, this is something on the map apparently. Maybe it was at some point and we like destroyed it or something. I don't know. There's a house back here. There's 3 houses back here. I didn't even realize people lived down this road. I thought this was our own private road. So they have to drive through my farm. They have to drive all the way through my farm. I've always wondered why there's a stop sign on my driveway. It doesn't make sense. Alright. Well, since I have literally nothing better to do on the farm, until I get hit back on and reclaim $40,000 that I lost. $50,000 that I lost. Which I'm probably going to end up paying off the loan with that money once I get it back anyways. Just so I don't have to worry about the interest on it. Might as well trim up some of these limbs. Chop. Come on, chop. Chop. Cut. There we go. Oh, that's a good one. Got a lot out of that one. We can cut that limb off right now. Perfect. Gonna be a long cut. But that pops off perfect. This one might be a little difficult to get up to. Oh. There we go. Then I can cut that one off. Those American elms are a bitch to cut, I'll tell you that. Me and Hick are having one hell of a time trying to cut the tree. I don't want to do that, that'll cut the whole main... This one's hard because it's not on a flat surface. Speaking of, I might as well cut the underneath support beam things that I've got going on down here. Could try to get the tree on flat ground. Well, it's safer to cut on flat ground. Well, there we go. It's almost on flat ground. Almost. Where do I think these oaks are a little bit big or easier. Because I can just kind of, you know, trim up the branches. Let me go grab the trailer. I think we're going to try we did the flatbed last night to load the other tree up. Because there are 3 trees right where this field was. If you checked the last video, you'd see them. So I want to see if I can... We got one out, we got to get the other 2. And I want to see if I can get the other 2. We were only able to get barely 1 tree onto the flatbed, and it was sketchy. Hick was scarified, or terrified. I said scarified. While driving, he was scarified. Now, I need to open up my cover. This tray, this tray, it has bars on it. What is folding the tray? Why is it going so much slower? That's my own truck. Alright, hold on. There should be, I think there's a function to open these back doors. Without doing that. And it's also got ratchet straps in it too. And even then, I really don't need to lower... What does that even do? Oh, that's my hitch. Alright, so we should be able to just kind of toss them in. And we have a lot more ground clearance, or we'll have a lot more clearance for instability because there's walls. Only downside, it's kind of hard to get into. Get them all into it. I'll get this one. I'm kind of just focusing on getting all the limbs off first. Before I focus on cutting the main piece off. Because if I can, I want to try to maybe possibly lift the main log into the trailer. If I cut it in the right spots and my tractor has enough power. We tried it last night and the tractor did not have enough power. Another problem with my plan here using this trailer is it's all going to be biased to one side, so I'm going to try to move some over. Where's the... Oh. There we go. That's a big one. You want to try to get them into the biggest chunks possible. I mean, obviously, I don't have a tractor with a large enough claw, or the right type of claw. I wish I did. Because then these big ass pieces would be going for a lot more. The larger the piece, the better it's gonna sell for. I'm gonna trim this tree up nice. That one's a little, piece is a little weird. I've discovered that it's slightly more difficult to load if you do these big chunks first, but it is a lot cleaner and easier to keep track of when you're actually doing your... I don't think any of this... That's all... Yeah, that was all fake tree right there. So we're just left with these... See, we're just left with these big chunks. And then all I gotta do is trim those up. I would like to see... I might go pick up a claw. So I'd like to see if I could pick... This one I should be able to pick up right here. Yeah. Nice, big one. That'll sell for a lot. See, that one I can't pick this up. Can't pick that one up. Can't pick that one up. So I should be able to get these with a claw. So I've got to go order one, or rent one. It should be on front loader tools. It might be that one. That's for manure though. They have a log fork right there. Beacon light on. It's something I've always wanted to try in real life. Which is funny because, you know, the tractor at my grandparents actually has a front loader on it, but the front loader, they don't take the front loader off ever. So I've never gotten the opportunity to put the front loader on the tractor. They use it too much to move shit around, so they don't even take it off. They only have a bucket for it. I don't think they have any other attachments with it. They've got a pull behind, big deck mower, trailer. They had at one point an aerator and plow. I'm pretty sure it's still there. It's just in one of their sheds, buried underneath a bunch of shit. We would have gone through it, but you know, it's South Carolina and they're snakes. They live right up on the edge of a swamp, so. It's not a good sign. We just repaired this tractor last night. What damage is it at? 2%? That gauge looks a little bit more like it's at 20. I think the gauge is stuck on them because the 7920 is getting me the same result. It's got like a bunch down on the gauge, but it's got like 1% damage. It's just kind of interesting. We're racking up hours on these things, though. We're definitely gonna need to get a counterweight on this thing. Because there's no way this little thing... All the weight shifts to the front when I lift it up that high. I probably gotta lift it about, like, there to drop them in. With a heavy log on there. Ooh, don't wanna hit the plow. Give me the heavy one. Normally I put the little weight on this tractor because that actually, the heavy weight will actually bring too much weight to the back of the tractor and it will start to lean. We'll start with something small. Let's figure out how to work this machine. Should be this one to open the claws. Nice! Now I've just got to put it in. See how much it's shifting weight already? I slam on the brakes, it kind of just jumps up in the air a little bit. I mean, look at that. They're producing a shitload of honey. And I haven't even bought the new hive that has more hives than the hive we currently have. And we're keeping the old hive. Honey, sadly, doesn't go into a production scale, or we would be dominating it. We think it's because they probably ran out of ideas and the game devs thought it would be too easy. Which I can definitely see, because honey is super easy. Oh, it just barely fits in there. That actually might create a problem that we didn't have with the flatbed. Was that we now have a limit on how much room we have. And we can definitely fit both trees in there, also. I gotta move this one. I've just gotta move it. This one may be a problem. Holy crap, yeah. I'm gonna trim it, though. We're gonna cut this one in half. Hop on this log right here. You're gonna call me crazy, but I'm actually not gonna trim that log. Hick doesn't know how to trim a tree. He's not a logging master like me. Just funny. If he was here at Nick, one hell of a gay joke right now. Alright, so now we've really got to focus on getting this tree done because we've got to get this tree out of here by harvest, or planting season. So, I've been called insane before, and I think they're right, because I'm not going to trim this log at all. I'm going to trust in the power of my baby tractor. How's open? Which one's open? Which side's open? Open. Oh, what the hell happened to the forks? They're backwards. Drop the log. Okay. I need to grab it. I can't grab it there. There's too many knots in the wood from where I'd cut it. I'll have to grab it down here, which means that all of the weight... Actually, that might help with my weight distribution. Should I take it slow? Oh my god, the hill's not helping. I might go grab a skid steer and push down on the back of my tractor. Go! Go, little tractor, go! Okay, you made it. All I gotta do is just drop it and hope that it drops. That works. Kind of. Make sure. Okay, it'll strap. Alright, cool. On to the next tree. I'm being very careful with this. This actually, putting that big ass log on there first might have been might make loading this tree a little bit more difficult. Is this tractor still running? No, okay, cool. We won't need it for a bit, hopefully. Well, these have some really long posts on them as well. I want to start by trimming up the tree a little bit. Lesson in logging by me. Climb the tree with this fucking thing. Don't actually do this at home. Unless you're really stupid. And you think you can climb a tree with a chainsaw, because you'd be wrong. You'd probably die. I mean, obviously there are people in real life that do climb trees with chainsaws. They have to trim the trees. But they're harnessed in. We're just role-playing that we're harnessed in, you know. You gotta look at where the texture shits itself, because that's when the limb actually ends. Whew, had to sneeze there. Oh. Alright, we're gonna trim this end right here if I can. Yeah, we'll cut it right here. That'll work. That'll have to work. That one definitely ain't going in there. That's gonna be cut up into a couple pieces. And I want to start trimming this main one of these side little cut-offs. And then if we're lucky, it'll just transfer all of the weight over. Alright, come on. Cut! There we go. New marker. Now it's time for this big chunk to come off. Now the question is where can I cut it at? Oh, right there was almost perfect. So I don't want to cut it like this. Oh, well, that's not just not gonna work for me, I guess. Wow, this tree really hates me. Can't get the cuts as close as I'd like to. Which means that cut will have to do. It's not as close or as tight as I'd like it, but there we go. Oh, getting a lot of rocking. So how to farm some cut down a tree? Well, you want to start climbing up on the tree, or obviously you want to start with cutting the tree off. You know, cutting it down. And you want to climb it up, trim off all the branches, and you want to start with trimming the little limbs. I normally work from the base up. This is only if you have to cut these damn trees down. You want to do this professionally? Like, if you want to do this as like a farm sim business, I would recommend going to an area where there are a lot of pine trees. Because cutting down elms is really annoying, as you can see when I'm doing it now. There's a branch somewhere over here. I don't know what part is it. This is too heavy, so I can't even pick it up to see. It's got to go to this branch. Alright, next is this big limb. It's still got some branches on it. It goes to this one. Okay, let's actually take a moment. I'm gonna try to start putting these little ones in. Vic thought last night was sketchy. Sucks he's not here right now. He's got shit going on. I guess he's doing something today. I don't know. Got shit going on. I don't know. Climb up on my truck to get this one in. Put that one on the other side. Just a little more room over here. I definitely want these ones tucked down out of the way. And I might push this big log, because it's currently in the middle, which makes sense, because it's the big log, but I kind of want some room to stack these other ones up. So, let me grab the tractor. This is kind of a mess because of how many limbs there are. But I kind of want to like clean it up a little bit before I focus on really getting in it and getting that big piece off. There's a lot of pieces that I can't cut because I can't see what I'm doing. There's so many little limbs lying around. What about this one? Can I pick this one up? I should be able to pick that. That is not too heavy. What do I need to trim off? It's fucking stupid. To trim off this much to pick it up. This little bit just made it too heavy. Well, I guess Farm Sim Man knows his limits. Also, how is this already losing all of its paint? I just bought this. Look how old this is. I'll go into owned items. It should be under trailers. How old that is? It's 2 months old. And it's got like an hour on it. I used it for silage. And that's all I've done with this trailer. Let's do a silage run. Make sure all of those are strapped down before I start doing any heavy lifting. These might need to be trimmed in half to fit. Or I might just put all these big ones on the flatbed and go take the front one. I don't know, these things were working great at first. Now they're starting to fail me, log forks. Also, it doesn't help that I keep forgetting the control to how to close and open. So, going to the left, that is how you close them. This is definitely OSHA approved, by the way, guys. We got it approved by OSHA. Does OSHA even matter if you're doing it yourself? Like, I get if I had an employee involved. If you had an employee involved incident, that would be like an OSHA matter. But like, if you just did some stupid shit on your own, does that really? I mean, they really can't fuck with you then. I mean, you did it on your own. So this is why I wanted to move that log over. I'm also having a very difficult time doing so. Open the claws, drop the log. Definitely want to push this log over. It's gonna fall. Close my claws. Need a big old push. I guess I just physically can't get this over anymore. That should be good. I don't think I can fit very much more on here, so we're gonna go sell what we got. This is definitely DOT approved. Oh my god! It's a little top heavy, but we're okay. I'm gonna grab the flatbed to put all the big ones on, so that way they're all low. This was good for last night. This would have been better because we had a lot of little pieces. Which just works fine with all the little ones now on the bottom. perfect if everything was that, but we've got this two massive behemoths on it. I'm scared to go too fast on the road. Now, I've got to get all of these logs into the zone, so... Made $1,400 on that. That was with the bigger pieces. Which I still don't think... I think we made more last night. We made almost $5,000 on one tree last night, but that might have been because of prices. Stopped in the middle of the road and it paused me again. No, prices are still going up. Although, it's more to sell to this place now. South Valley Biomass. We'll take the other trees there. Might as well get an extra $4 for our buck. Yeah. More money. Technically no problems, but you know. More money. I'm putting this damn trailer away. I'm actually going to clean this trailer off because it has somehow got disgusting. With not that much use. We've used this trailer twice. 2 times. This trailer's been attached to this truck. Well, 3 times. When I got it, and then when I used it for this. So when I got it, did this, and then when I did the manure run, or the slurry run, and then this. Somehow it's already chipping paint, it's already covered in mud, unless Hick used it and I didn't know about it. There's a possibility. I actually got to look at getting this thing repaired. So it's getting there. It's got 6.5 hours on it. I use my truck for a lot. This truck does all of our transportation of all of our products, livestock and everything. And it also delivers, and the big thing it delivers actually is seed and fertilizer out to the other tractor from when we're out planting. So we ran out of seed at the end of last stream. I actually had to grab the skid steer, grab a bag, lift the bag onto the back of the truck, strap it down, and then go out to the field, which is how I normally do it. I'm gonna cut across my potato field. And we're going to leave the truck right here, because that should be enough room and make it easier to load the logs. Okay, let's start with the little one. Actually, I figured you want to start with the big one. I might want to start with the big one. Let's just separate them. We'll move this little tiny guy out. We'll move him over here. This is making me want to do some forestry. Now I'm gonna have to get a forestry mod and start a damn game. Forestry's so much fun if you do it right, and if you have fun with the equipment too. I was telling Hick when we played on Farm Sim 19, we went to Felsbrunn and then I climbed the cliffs with a skid, cut down the trees, winched them to the back of my or put them on the big crane on the back, and then just drove right down the cliff. Brought the tree with me. Brought it right up to my guy who was working on clearing all the trees. He trimmed it up, which I should have done to this tree because this one I could have brought with me. It's a little piece. Oh, I had the perfect spot. I'm gonna get it. There we go. That one's a perfect little piece. Drop that. I want that big ass piece first. The main stem of the tree. That's open. There we go. Hello, Cause? Are you gonna let go? Yeah. Next is this limb right here. It's made moving these trees so much faster. Come on. This is me crouching right now. Let's move over to this side and see if we have a better cut over here. Oh yeah. Nothing on this limb. Alright, I think this one might be a little bit heavier. I don't know, it's thinner at the top, but I feel like it's going to be longer. It's a lot longer than the other one, so... Let's see if we can grab it in the middle. It didn't let me grab the oak in the middle. I mean, it's suspended up a little bit too. Oh my god. As long as I don't have to turn left, I should be good. Oh my god, I don't want to watch. Oh, I was on my brakes and my tires were in the air. I want to put it... I need to put it weight side down, which means I need to back it all the way up. Don't catch the trailer or it'll slide right out of the forks. Oh my god. Cut the trailer. Get around it. Get around it. Alright. Turn. That's just not going to work. We're going to have to grab it. I think we're going to have to grab it at the base to be able to try to like drag it up onto the trailer. Oh wow. I'm just in a really horrible position. I gotta just kind of adjust my position. Okay, I want to back up and rethink this approach. I need enough room to line the thing up. There we go. Oh yeah, this is 100% DOT. This is going to be 150% DOT approved. Open. Up. Now here's where I'm going to try to break the rules a little bit and try to break the game a little bit, you know. Just a little game breaking mechanic. Now it's up off the ground. Now I can focus on stacking the rest of the logs. Yeah, I've got to show Hick this video when it's up on YouTube. Like, Hick, you thought last night was sketchy? Look at my stream. You don't even know the definition of the word. Oh my god. Why does that log have to bend like that? That is so obnoxious. Hopefully I don't need to turn right too hard, or that's gonna take out my fucking tire. Oh, that would not be good. Let's see if I can grab 2 for 1. Let's see. Oh yeah. I wish I had an actual log trailer. This would actually probably be a lot easier with a log trailer. So then I could just lift it over the forks, just drop them. That's, for some reason I always want to open them by closing them. Once again, I'm gonna... That's not even on the trailer. Yeah. I'm not feeling too confident about that one. Can I pick it up? I can. That one just ain't gonna work. This one I should be able to pick up. And this one I should be able to pick up as well. And that just leaves one last log. I don't think I can pick that up. The funny thing is that we actually paid to get these trees installed. Like, we're just trying to break even on this. We paid to get those trees planted. Because originally we weren't thinking about doing sheep as a large scale thing. We were just going to have them as a little bit of side money. Which is mainly what everything is, to be honest, at this point on the farm. It's just side money. But now we've made the sheep into the main event. They're our production base. So I'm hoping that... I don't think anything's going to make us a bunch of money, but I'm hoping everything combined will make us a bunch of money. So the pallet sale, when we sell the pallets eventually. Can you go on my forks, please? Thanks. You didn't go how I wanted you to. Oh, that's... Damn! Once that thing grips, it just straightens the log right out. I couldn't have had a more perfect grip on this one. Well, to be honest, I was skeptical about this trailer, or this track. No! Let go. That's one of the ones I can move. I was a little skeptical about this tractor at first. Didn't think it could do it, to be honest. This thing can barely pick up anything. We learned that on the first day on the farm, when we had picked all the stones up out of the field after we'd tilled up all the old winter wheat, and we had tried to lift all the stones into the back of the truck, and it rolled the tractor on its side. Cool.